What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy Triple C's. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, click that bell, and turn on the notifications. All right, guys. We saw the market try to rebound last week. All right, and I definitely think we can ride that momentum into next week. All right. Now we do have to keep our eyes open in case we hear some crazy news come out, and that could send the market back the other way. Okay, but as long as that doesn't happen, guys, I can definitely see the market continue to soar for a period of time. Okay, and here's why I believe that, guys, because if you remember, I told you guys a couple of weeks ago when the CPI data came out, it was positive, and that the market might respond to that positively. Okay, but the thing with the CPI data, the news doesn't travel as fast as some other news, like when the tariffs hit. Everybody hears about that, and the market reacts immediately. Okay, but CPI data travels a little bit slower. Okay, so the market didn't react immediately to that positive news. Okay, but now I think a few days later, a week or so later, we're starting to see the market respond. Okay, and the market is a little bit more positive now. All right, now that's why you always have to pay attention to that CPI data. Like I tell you guys, you got to know when that stuff is coming out, because it does have an effect on the market. All right, now the next CPI data comes out May 13th. Okay, so we're going to pay attention to that, because that's when we'll know if these tariffs are having an effect on inflation, and if it's spiking inflation, or if everybody was just freaking out for nothing. Okay, but we don't know. All right, because a lot of economists or whatever are saying that these tariffs are going to spike inflation, but we're going to see what happens. Okay, because when that comes out, if the news is positive and it's not having an effect, that can definitely send the market to another level. Okay, and vice versa, if it's negative, it could definitely send the market downward. Okay, so we're going to keep our eyes open, guys. With that being said, here's some plays that I want you guys to keep your eyes on for next week. All right, now we're seeing the crypto market also run up, so this first play I want you guys to keep your eyes on is a crypto mining stock. I told you guys about this last week. All right, we hopped in on this play when it was $12, and now it's up to $14. Okay, and it's going to be Mara Holdings. Okay, ticker symbol MARA. All right, so we're going to keep our eye on this play. So I told you guys, whenever you see Bitcoin and everything running up, plays like this is going to run up. Mara and Riot and all of the Bitcoin mining stocks. All right. So, all right, now, guys, when we look at the charts, like I said, we can see Mara is sitting at 1430. All right. Now, I'm looking to see Mara shoot up to at least the $16, but hopefully up to around the $20 mark. Okay. Now, in order for that to happen, we have to see Bitcoin continue to rise as well. We want to see it go back to the 95 and shoot back up to around the $100,000 mark. Okay, in order for Mara to come back up to the 20. Now, if it does, then that's what we're going to see happen. But we want to see Mara break past the previous resistance right here at the 1461. Okay. Now, if it breaks past this 1461 and we see it go to 15 and maintain that, then we can definitely see it. Then we're definitely going to see it go back to the 16 and maybe even higher. Okay, depending on how high Bitcoin goes. So keep your eye on Mara. All right, now this next stock I want you guys to keep your eyes on is Google. Okay, aka Alphabet. All right. Now, y'all know it's one of my favorite stocks, and I follow this stock all the time, and I tell you guys about this stock all the time. And we're making plays in and out of Google. All right. Now it's currently sitting at 163.85. All right. Now, the earnings just came out, guys, and the earnings were amazing. They beat all the estimates. All right. If you take a look here, the revenue was estimated to be at 89 billion, but it actually came in at 90 billion. All right. So that's 1 billion more than what they were expecting on Wall Street. The earnings per share was expected to be $2 and it came in at $2.81. Okay. So they're killing it right there. All right. And now if you take a look at the analyst ratings, guys, the analysts have it as a strong, very strong buy. And like I say, we can't always take the analyst's word for it, but that can be confirmed when you look at the earnings like we just did. Okay, so this is a strong buy right now, as long as the market continues to stay positive. Okay, now let's take a look at the charts real quick, guys, so we can see where we think this is going. All right, now, guys, like I said, when we look at the charts, we can see that Alphabet is at 163.85. All right, now I think this is a good entry price, whether you are short-term trading or long-term trading. Because I look at the charts, guys, I can see that the next resistance is not until 172.79. So if you imagine if you took a call option out on this, even if you did a short-term trade and you actually bought some shares and you bought a good significant amount, like 1,000 shares or even a couple hundred shares, and you rolled it up to the 172, that is a good come up right there. All right. So for next week, I am going to look to see it go back to the 165 and maintain it right there. Okay, if it maintains that, then I feel confident it's going to go up to the 172. So 163 to 165 is a good entry price for me. So we're going to keep our eyes on that. And like I said, always be mindful that some bad news could come out and send us back the other way. But as long as that doesn't happen, then I think we are looking good on the upside. All right, guys, this last stock I want you guys to keep your eyes on is Microsoft, okay? Microsoft is one of my long-term investments as well, and we know that Microsoft is an absolute banger, okay? They're currently sitting at $391.85. Now, all eyes are going to be on Microsoft next week because they have earnings coming out on the 30th, okay? Now, if you look at the estimates right here, they are estimated to bring in a whopping $68 billion, which would be up 10% year over year, okay? So that's pretty huge. And if you look at the earnings per share, it's projected to be $3.21, which is up 9% year over year, okay? So those numbers look really, really good, okay? So if all that maintains, then we can see Microsoft shoot up next week. Now, if you want to know exactly which stocks I'm investing in right now and what plays I'm currently running, guys, and you want to learn how to trade stock options and how we're really getting this money, then definitely go to crazycryptocliff.com and go to the members area, become a member, guys, and you'll get access to all the training material and all of that good stuff, all right? I will have the link to that down in the description for you guys. That is all I have for you guys in this video. I will definitely see you in the next one. Remember to stay disciplined, and let's get this money.